So I love medieval Sims. I love playing medieval Sims. I love sort of the custom content that comes with medieval Sims. It's usually stuff that's converted from the Sims Medieval, but the Sims Medieval outfits are pretty good, if a bit, silly. I wouldn't exactly say they're historically accurate, but I like them a lot. But yeah, I've been on a bit of a medieval custom content binge lately. I'm going to try and get a Sims world of just medieval Sims, I think. I think that'd be a good idea. I'm quite looking forward to it, to be honest. I have a medieval save in me Sims 2 game and all, because I find it really fun to play medieval Sims. Unfortunately, and you'll see that in this video, the thing that tends to happen with sort of medieval builds that aren't with custom content, because I'm going to try and, well, I've got plans that I'll tell you about in a bit. What tends to happen with builds that are medieval that don't have custom content in is they all look the same, because you're forced to use the same stuff over and over again. And I'll be honest with you, it's not that exciting. So I might end up having to use, I'm planning on rebuilding the entire, all of the worlds in medieval style. And I was also planning on here's my plan. I was planning on making a save file of medieval Sims and medieval builds. But that's the thing, guys, I'd have to either have every building look the same, or use custom content and just sort of use custom content and save links for all of them. And I'm not sure which is a better idea, to be honest. I'm leaning more towards custom content because I just feel like that would be more fun for me. I've got ADHD, bitch. I can't be building the same thing over and over again. I'll give up. So here's the first little house. Yeah, by the way, this is the village. Sorry. Just been going on with myself. I'm building a medieval village right now. I like it a lot. I think it's very cute. Halfway through building this, what's it called? Not farming simulator. What's it called? Farming stuff or whatever. Farming life pack. Oh my god, what's it called? Cottage living. Sorry about that. Cottage living. Yeah, halfway between building this village, cottage living came out, so I gave up for a bit. Started again, and then I had all these cool new things to use that fit the mood perfectly. And I'm gonna build a big old lake in the middle. You can see that in a bit. I actually really like you saw before, I sort of set up the terrain to be all sort of bumpy and hilly. And I really like how that turned out. Oh, look at that! That's a pretty cool house, isn't it? You've got your stairs on the hill. That's pretty cool, I think, personally. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really know what to do about kitchens, because there's not really medieval fridges, So they all end up having the same fridge in them. But that is also another problem that cottage living fixed with its hamper thing. This little wicker basket. I put those in every house in a bit. I get dead excited about them. So in this build, in this lot, there are 8 houses, a pub and a farming area, and also a little pond where your Sims kids can play and fish and whatever. There's also a bathhouse. So your Sims... Actually, do you know, not Sims, people living in medieval times didn't go around stinking. They weren't as hygienic as we are, but they didn't go around stinking. Bathhouses were pretty common. It was common to give yourself a quick sort of rinse over. Hair care wasn't the same, but they weren't disgusting, gross, smelly heathens either. Anyway, there's a bathhouse in this build. Some of these houses are made for single people. Some of these houses are made for families. There's one house that's made exclusively for a witch, and I imagine she's the elder of the village. This one, I think, was built for a family. Yeah, despite the fact that there is a bathhouse, I wasn't going to go for that at first, so I have put Or like, I don't think the Sims hot tubs, which is what are in the bathhouse, are sort of equipped to make your sim clean. So I have put baths in every, oh my god. I have put baths in every house. And there's no like TVs or laptops, because, you know, obviously didn't have those. This is on the gallery though, so if you want your Sims to have TVs and laptops in their medieval houses, go ahead. And obviously everything's lit up with candles, because, again, no electricity. Doesn't the outside of those houses look cool? I really like the sort of like shielded windows kind of look. Ah yeah, that's something else I did. I thought it would be nice if like each house had sort of like a specialisation. So like this house belongs to someone who is a florist and does like floral arrangements. Like I thought it would be cool if like each sim like had sort of, not like a career, but like contributed to the village in a different way, and then they would like sort of like pool all their expenses and use them together. You could say that this is a communist medieval village. Fuck me. Say this is a communist medieval village. But again, I thought each house should have something unique, so this one's got like a dog. Or like, or you could have like a cat that catches mice. Obviously, I know that's not like really in the game, but you could have a cat that catches mice. You could have like a little, oh I should have built it actually, like a little hay room, you know what I mean? Like one of those buildings where they specifically keep the hay in. I think a couple of houses have those workbenches, because you're gonna have to be building your own stuff, aren't you? When I put the pond in later, I do sort of put like a selling table next to it. And I was thinking like with the flowers and with the small stuff you create on the workbench, you could sell them to people that are visiting. Or you could go to a different medieval world and sell them there. And that is how the village would make their money. Not that they'd really need it, I suppose, like, they're pretty set. Yeah, but unfortunately, because these are all in the same lot, you can't have, like, different families. You'd have to play all of the families all at once, which means some of those houses might go without people in them if you're doing families. Or you could use one of those mods that lets you have, like, 25 people in one house. Here's the bathhouse. Here it is. With pride and joy. I love it. Oh no, this is not the bathhouse. I'm a moron, I'm sorry. Apology video incoming. This is the pub. This is the pub where your Sims are going to get sloshed. Where your medieval Sims are going to get medieval sloshed on medieval ale. And unfortunately, they don't have many sort of like rustic, medieval looking bars in this game. Don't know why. Almost like the build I'm making now isn't the way that it's intended to be played. I suppose if you didn't want to play this like with medieval families in it, you could have it as sort of like a tourist spot. A tourist spot where you bring modern Sims. Like, you know, like those, sort of like, you'd go with your class on a bus and you'd go to like a museum and they'd have you do a demonstration of how they lived back then. Sort of something like that, I suppose. Like a venue, like a tourist venue. You could have your Sims get married by the lake. Gone and got a drink, so hopefully my voice won't be very croaky anymore. Ah yes, we're getting to the 2-story houses. These houses are for slightly fancier Sims, I think. Like they've got so much stuff downstairs, or they've got like multiple kids or whatever. They've got so much stuff downstairs that they have to go upstairs. I imagine, because the farm's built right next to this house, so I imagine these are just the farmers. And they make the most money, so they get to live in the biggest house or whatever. I kind of like the metallic fireplace. I'm not sure what pack it's from. That, oh my fucking god. That metal fireplace. I'm not sure what pack the metal fireplace is from. And I love the 2 windows on the top floor that sort of let the air in. There's sort of no way to get up there, so it's quite nice. I imagine probably a teenage girl has her bedroom up there. and she just enjoys the sort of the breeze at night, bringing in the sea smell and all of this. Another one for a family, I think. Judging by the amount of chairs they've got. Ooh, they've got a slightly fancier bathtub. Look at them. Fancy bastards. Oh, and the whole house is just full of candles. I really love that like warm white kind of look. It's just really nice. It's really pleasant. I guess these are the people that do everyone's fucking washing for them. You need washing doing, you send them down to that house. Imagine having to do the entirety of the village's washing. How pissed off would you be? The unfortunate thing about having the terrain be so bumpy and lumpy is when you do put like something straight down, like the floor tiles or whatever, they sort of like have like a weird sort of bump around them. I mean, which is fine, but it's just, you know, a bit ugly, innit? There's your public loos. I suppose the houses don't have toilets in, so they'll have to go there to pee, won't they? But yeah, here's your bathhouse with that gorgeous big open door so everyone can see your naked bum. I really like that bathhouse. I know it's small, but I really like it. And here's the witch's house. It's the last house. I imagine a very fancy witch lives there, quite powerful lady, and she's in control of like the harvests and stuff, and no one nicks from her, so she has big open windows. And she has like this, you'll see in a minute, she has this gorgeous sort of second floor, has big open windows, it's full of candles, it's gorgeous. I can't wait for you to see it. And she's got like slightly fancier furniture. That's how you know. That's how you know she's a town witch. Her furniture's blue and not just beige. You're about to see those gorgeous big windows. Yes. She's not worried about anyone nicking from her. They can't, because she'll curse them. So she can afford to have those windows that aren't windows. All the candles on the floor. Gorgeous. Perfect environment for a witchy sim. Or not even a witchy sim. A witch who is a sim. Ah, yes! We're getting onto this pond. I'm excited for this pond, you know. I did almost flood the town at first, but that's fine. There it is, isn't it gorgeous? I think I've packed that with like swans and shit, you know. Ah yes, lovely green water. I only did that for like the way that it would look. I doubt it will be actually green. Although I suppose just because the village would technically be new doesn't mean the pond would be. I imagine they probably built it around the pond. Yeah, right, I'm packing the thing with swans and stuff. I'm actually really proud of this pond. It's the first one I've made in Sims 4. I think it looks pretty good. How great would this be as like a little community area? Like this pond, how good would it be? I know I build like a... It's sort of like, it's inspired by a maypole. It's not the same thing because you can't build a maypole in Sims 4. There's another little farming bit on the opposite side of where the cow is. But there's your farming bit. But yeah, over on this space is where I'm building the farm. And I originally was going to have the village just like open to everyone else, but when I decided to put cows and chickens in, that was when I was like, okay, I'm going to have to like fence this farm in. Don't make it easier for them to run off, do I? Ah yes, here we go. The farm. So excited. Yes! There's your cow, there's your chickens. I think I put some hay around the house, I'm not sure. And here's the maypole thing. Oh, I love it so much. I'm actually really proud of this maypole thing. It's not exactly a maypole, because again, you can't really build those. Used my creative genius for this one. See, isn't that cool? I'm so smart. I thought it'd be good if I like... Because I did try and just do the maypole. I tried to like put ribbons there, but there wasn't anything. So I thought it would be cool if those poles were all connected by one thing. And that could sort of be like the sort of hub for festivals. You know what I mean? Like medieval-y festivals. That could be where your Sims start those festivals, or where they just sit and sort of read or sit and eat or whatever under that maypole thing that's not a maypole. I just thought it was a good idea. Yes, I did put hay around that house. I remember now. And here I am trying to find the most medieval looking floor lamp, and I do the same thing between these floor lamps and all these lanterns. They all end up like maypole style. I think this looks really good actually. Oh, bit of a cheeky diagonal there. And that's your entrance into the village. Like that's where your visitors would come in. And that's also one of the reasons why I wanted to build the fence, so that Sims would be forced to come in through there because it's beautiful and I don't want it going to waste. Yeah, we're almost done. Just adding some finishing touches now. Just bits of light around the village so you can see where you're going at night. I love this village, I think it looks great. I think I'm about to dot some trees around. Yep, there I go. All in lovely autumny colours. There you go. I like to dot a bit of mud underneath the trees. Just adding some texture to the terrain. I think it looks really good. Anyway, we're getting into screenshot territory now, so I will leave you. Hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.